It took me 40 plus years to realize what I'll tell you in 20, 40 years, 40 plus to realize what I'll tell you in 20 minutes. So, you see, I am 48 right now, and yeah, 40 plus years it took me to realize that I am in control. You are in control of your life. Nobody's coming to save you. Yes, I know if you're a Christian, they tell us that Jesus is our Savior. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. I am talking about from the time you're born to the time you die, right? From start to finish. So it's a race, right? You are in charge, you are in control, you are the boss of your life. You can decide when you want to eat. If you want to eat, you can decide how you want your life to unfold. For example, you can choose what job you want to work. You can choose who you want to be friendly to. You can choose, yeah, you are in control. You are in charge. You are the boss. Full stop. It took me that long to realize. Because I often thought, oh, maybe the government is in charge of my life. Or maybe my family. Or maybe my partner. Or, yeah. Or it's only until I realized that, no, I am in charge. I can choose the level of achievement I want in my life. So moving on from that, you need to have a growth mindset. You need to have a growth mindset. Because here's the thing. Everything grows from seed to plant to harvest, whatever it is that you've planted. So now imagine if the seed remained a seed. They wouldn't benefit much from it, would we? So you need a growth mindset. What I mean by that, you need to read books. You need to keep on educating yourself. There's many things that we're not taught in school. Many things. How to manage money, relationships, on and on and on it goes. You know the things that most of the things we were taught in school, we never really got to make use of them. Yeah. So a growth mindset will help you navigate a lot of things. Be willing to learn. Be willing to challenge situations. Ask yourself, why is this like this? Why is this like this? Okay, say you were born in a family and then they tell you this is how we do things. But then if you step back and ask yourself, but why? Just that will make you go a step further from what your family had. Yeah, from the position they are living it. Right, okay. So you're in charge and you need a growth mindset. And now, moving on, you have a purpose. I've come to realize at 40 plus years that I have a purpose in this life. I have a purpose on earth, or I have purpose in this universe, or just like everything else you see. Everything else you see around you. Just look around you. Everything. A bed is for us to sleep on, and other things that you do in bed. Okay? Like I've got this. This has got a purpose. If you see this, you know what it is for. Everything is a purpose, same as you. You have a purpose. Another thing is that I've come to realize is that you need to live intentionally. You need to live intentionally. What I mean is you need to write your plan, your goals, and go for them. Every day you need to have an intention. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. If you don't do that, you live 10 years, 20 years, and you're still doing the same things. Because here's what happens. Your brain goes into autopilot. I mean, your brain is always wanting to save energy. So you find that you are now on autopilot. You're sleeping, so to speak. Sorry to say that, but that's the reality of how we are as humans, or how our mind works. We are we learn things and then we stop thinking about them. We just do them automatically. So we are like on autopilot. So that's the other thing that I said. You need to have a growth mindset. You need to keep on learning. You need to keep on waking yourself up from sleeping. And now, moving on, we are creatures of habit. Did you know that? We are creatures of habit. Yeah. Just like I said, our brain puts us on autopilot. So you find that if you know where the bin is, like where your rubbish bin, I think in America you call it a trash, no, rubbish bin. You know where your rubbish bin is. You just know, okay, it's on my left. So you turn from wherever you are with your rubbish and then go. And then I did an experiment. One day I moved the bin from the left. Yeah, it will be the right on at the moment, and I put it on the left, the other side of the room, the kitchen, right? And I watched my family getting lost because they were sleeping. The brain is now on autopilot. It just knows where the bin is. So I had to educate my kids about how our mind always wants to put us on autopilot, and we have to live intentionally. We have to, yeah, in different areas of our lives, we need to have intentions about how we want to go about things. Another thing is about our own physical health. I've come to realize that we are born curled up. Have you seen a baby when they're born? They're curled up, right? And have you seen an older person when they're about to die? The back tends to curl up. I mean, to curve, should I say. Let's have a sip of water. Yeah, so we need to move. We need to exercise. You can do stretches. There's different kinds of stretches you can do just to keep your muscles and your bones healthy. Right. And the other thing is, when you reach the end of your life, I've realized that you see the people, your loved ones. Say we could be in a room. The person who's about to die is in there. They'll start seeing people that died maybe 50, 60. Yeah, I'm not sure how further along they see people, but they see people that they knew. They could say, auntie is here, I can see my brother, I can see. This has happened many times for me to come to realize that, oh, this is what happens. And now if this happens, just know that the person is about to die. I don't know what happens if the person can't speak towards the end of their life, if they are able to still see. But yeah, there's just like that warmth. They're happy because they can see people they knew. But us who are still here on the land of the living, we can't see nothing. So yeah, that's the other thing I was going to say about what I've realized about when you're about to die. I'm just ticking off as of what I've spoken about. Another thing is what I've come to realize is, as human beings, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, we tend to want what we don't have. For example, if you're my color skin, most people tend to want to change their color to look a bit what they're not. And most people, when they have hair like this, they want their hair to be flowing and smooth. And it's the other way around. The other people who've got hair like this, they want it to be curly. They also want to have braids in the hair, and yeah, it's just how we are. I've come to realize that. When you're young, you want to be older. When you're older, you want to be young. And yeah, humans are never satisfied. The other thing is, if it's sunny, people complain, oh, it's too hot. Oh, I can't breathe. It's too hot. If it's cold, ooh, I wonder when this cold is going to go. I'm freezing. I'm freezing. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world. I was born in, the Northern Hemisphere, and I was born in the Southern Hemisphere and in the third world country. So this is from experience. An appointment could get cancelled because it's rained. Why am I choking there? Yeah, appointments or occasions can just get called off because it started raining. Rightfully so, because it's got everything in it when it rains. It has hailstorm, there's thunder, there's lightning, and the rain is so heavy. So, for safety reasons, I think it will give them that. Yeah, the other thing is from the growth mindset, you just need to learn other languages, right? So that no language is superior than the other. Nope. If I spoke English like I'm speaking right now, some people they think if you just get the words wrong or the grammar wrong, they sort of like laugh at you because they think you're supposed to get it right. Right. Learning different languages is so good for your oh my god, neuroplasticity. Yeah, is that the word? Please help me out in the comment section. It helps with the neural pathways. It makes your brain expand. It's just like a motorway, it just like many pathways in it. So that keeps you sharp, right? I am not just saying this. I've realized that you can just learn like obrigado, hola, konnichiwa, niha, makadi, salibonani, molueni, ciao, bonjour, hello, hi. That's just a bit of that, a bit of everything. It's just good for you. Yeah, I know the other ones. Nikamba, Mulibwanji, Habari is Tanzania, Swahili. Hello. Right. The other thing is I've come to realize is comparison is the thief of joy. If you compare your own life with the next person, I'm sure you've heard about the saying that says the grass is greener. And then they also add on that because they are maintaining it. But that's not what I'm saying. If you look at somebody else, because of what I've just said, that human beings are never satisfied, you think that what another person has is better than yours. Just enjoy what you have. We are all different. We all have different purposes. And as long as you found your purpose, there's no need to feel like what another person is having is better than yours. Right. The other thing is about health. I've come to realize that if you haven't got health, you got nothing. Even if you've got lots of money, but if your health is not good, so your health is very important. It's easy to maintain your health. Drinking water, eating healthy, and exercise. I touched on exercise earlier, that you start caving. You start killing up. We don't want that. We just want to be mobile until we say goodbye. It's time to go. Yeah, that was about comparison. And alcohol, not good for you. Alcohol is poison. if you've done chemistry, you know when you did the on OL, the chemical symbols that ends with OL, that's like the methane, no, methanol, alcohol. What's the other one? Ethanol, alcohol, with the OL at the end. Those are alcohols. It's just poison to our bodies. We cannot digest it. Everything shuts down for the body to clear out the alcohol. That's why people have a hangover and stuff like that. Okay, moving on. You don't need friends. I've come to realize that you don't need friends. Remember what I said about your purpose and growth mindset. If your friends aren't following your path, they'll hinder you from fulfilling your purpose. So with that said, and even how you eat, if your friends your friends, you spend most of the time with your friends, you don't need much friends. Just being on your own is enough. Yeah, you can hang around here and there. But remember, time. My next point is about time. Time is an illusion. Time, like now I'm in my 40s. I used to think that I'm running out of time. But no, I'm not running out of time, because you cannot control time. Yes, we think we can manage time, but remember, everyone gets 24 hours a day. Everyone, wherever you are on earth, you go 24 hours in a day. Yeah. Time, you cannot control what's happened in the past. And when you're in the past, you didn't know this time was passing. So the only time that you have is now, this very moment. If you're watching this video today or this moment, this is the only time you have. So enjoy it. Enjoy watching it. Enjoy learning from what I'm saying. And let me know what have made sense to you so far in the comment section. I would love to know. You don't worry about the future, because the future never comes. You're not there yet, so why worry about it? Okay, it will come. The future is made now. Is that right? You plan for the future now, and then the future, it just keeps on. It's like a moving belt. The past, now, future. So future is just there, but you're not there yet. So yeah, hope that makes sense. The other thing is about fear. I've come to realize that fear will hold you back. I was in an abusive relationship. I witnessed abuse as a child. I experienced, I shouldn't be saying witness like I saw it from outside. No, I experienced abuse as a child. I experienced abuse as a young adult. I experienced abuse in a love relationship that lasted almost 18 years. But the only thing that abuse managed to manifest was because it instilled fear in me. So because I was so afraid, I couldn't ask for help. I could not do anything about what was happening. If anything, abuse is not obvious when it's happening. It's only when maybe you speak to somebody, which brings me to the next point, that asking for help is not a sign of weakness. You can ask for help because at one point somebody would need help. And so if you're experiencing negative feelings, experiencing negative emotions, they will pass. The same way they came is the same way they'll pass. It's just like the clouds in the sky. You have rain clouds, you have clouds that are just there, and they just move and about, and then one day the sky is clear, blue sky, there it is. So it's the same with emotions, with your feelings. Don't dwell so much on them. Just observe them. Oh, okay. I'm feeling happy right now. Okay. So that's all there is to feelings, really. And since I promised that I was gonna tell you what I've learned, what I've realized in 40 plus in 20 minutes. It's almost 20 minutes as I speak to you. I hope I realized that you need to be positive. You need to be positive. You need to be positive. Good things will happen to you when you're positive. Because remember, we are all energy. So if you are, there's high vibration energy and there's low vibration energy. So if you're fearful, if you're negative, you are on the lower scale of the energy scale. You know, there's high and there's low, so you'd be like somewhere in the low scale. So I come to realize that the more positive people, things just seems to flow for them. It just happen. They don't make well. I'm sure they make effort, but if you are negative, you tend to attract more negative experiences. More negative things keep coming to you. Yeah. Another thing is your mind is always seeking to use less energy. So if you're negative, I mean, our default mode is negative, by the way. So your brain doesn't even need to do anything, because it's just like, okay, so after this is what happens. After this is what happens. Yeah, these are some of the things I've come to realize, and I've spoken about friends, and I've told you that no one is coming. Nobody is coming to save you. That's what I said in the beginning, right? And the other thing that I could probably conclude with is you need to use your imagination to change your circumstances, to change your life. Why do I say that? I'm sure our Albert Einstein said you cannot use the same mind to solve a problem, or you cannot solve a problem using the same mind that created the same problem. Another thing is, I think he said, imagination is better than knowledge. What it means is, if you want to achieve something, right? If you want your circumstances to change, you just need to think about something. Remember, being positive, you need to think about a positive experience or a positive outcome that you want. And then by so doing, you are tapping into your imagination, because your mind already is programmed, right? Remember, I said we are on autopilot. Your mind already knows what to do. If somebody is shouting at you, you know, okay, you need to hide, or just need to keep quiet, or fight back, or whatever. No, fight back is not recommended. No violence. No violence. But you know what I mean? If you see a lion, you roar, you know, oh, run for your life. Otherwise, you're gonna get eaten. So that's why I said imagination. I've used my imagination a lot to be here speaking to you as a domestic abuse survivor. Is because I had to dig deep, and use this skill. This what I've come to realize. So that's why I'm sharing with you. I'll end with money. Money is a big one. Money is important because there's nothing you can do without money. You can't go into the shops without money. For you to be able to eat, to clothe, to live, to pay your bills, to look after your kids, everything. For you to have a car, for you to even pay for your bus fare or Uber rides, you need money. And what I've come to realize is you cannot get financially free if you work a job that is capped in your earnings. What I mean by capped, you could actually work a job that pays you in bonuses. So like a certain percentage, like the insurance people, or even now in businesses like e-commerce, you could offer a service and then you ask them to pay a percentage of their sales. So the more money they make, the more money you make. So that is a good deal. Don't believe those who say, oh, money is not important. It is. If you want to travel, you need money. And traveling, unless if you're going on the budget airlines, is requires a bit more of the resource, because money is a medium of exchange besides what other people think it is. Yeah, so I've come to realize all these things, that money, learning a new language is important, not only for, even if you don't intend to travel, but at least it keeps your brain sharp. It keeps you awake. Comparison is a thief of joy. Fear will hold you back from you realizing your dreams, because if you're fearful, your creativity just runs dry. If you're about to do something that's going to change your life and then you're afraid, it holds you back, and then you don't get to experience that. Reading books helps with your growth mindset. I spoke about it earlier on. Yeah, I will leave you with that. Life is a journey. We are all going to die. Nobody's remaining. Well, it's a journey. So you are on your own journey. You're going to die when it's time for you to die. But dying is a good thing. Dying is not bad at all. I used to be so scared that I'm going to die, or my parents going to die, and stuff like that. But then from reading books, I realized that, oh no, if you have not fulfilled your purpose, which is why you are all here, you will get another chance. We will do this thing all over again until consciousness is raised. I don't know to what standard it's meant to be. So yeah, that's what I've come to realize in 40 years plus, and I've said it in 20 minutes. I hope this helps you, and goodbye.